Okay, state the domain of the relation shown in the graph. What is the relation of a function? So you need to know what these words mean in order to answer the question. What are new words that you have up here? Domain.
Range.
Range.
Relation.
Relation.
Function.
And function.
Graph.
Graph isn't exactly new.
Or state.
And these other ones you've seen before, it's not like, but we don't use them a lot, so that it's really that repetitious, okay? Okay, so the first one I'm going to start with actually is a relation. A relation, the official definition, is a set of ordered pairs. Okay, that's what the book is going to say. It's a set of ordered pairs. A set of ordered pairs is just a bunch of points. Do I have a bunch of points? Yeah, I have a relation. A relation is anything where there's a bunch of points. All right, the domain is all the x values. So we say the domain is, and then we list all of the x values. And here's the deal. You don't have to list them in order. If one happens more than once, you can write it more than once if you want to. What do you think the range means? Yeah, it's the y values. So I want you to go ahead and write out what you think the range is. And write it in this notation. A function is something much more specific. Okay? So I'm going to sort of make an analogy to try to help you understand. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Is every golden retriever a dog?
Yes. Yeah.
Is every dog a golden retriever?
No, it's like squares and rectangles.
Yes.
No, it's not. Oh, well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Good job. I thought you just said squares and triangles, and I was like, what in the world? Not right. Anyway,
Squares and triangles.
yes. So this is the deal. I want you to hear this. Every function is a relation. Just like every golden retriever is a dog. Meaning it's part of this idea, but it's more specific than that. Not every relation is a function. There's a particular idea in a relation that determines whether or not it's a function. And here's the official definition. I'll say it, I won't even write it because it's too long. The official definition says every value in the domain corresponds to only one value in the range. Every value in the domain corresponds to only one value in the range. The way I like to say it is, if I told you what x was, you'd only tell me one thing for y. So if I say x is -3, what's y?
20.
Are you looking?
Oh.
X is -3, what's y?
1.
1. X is 1, what's y? 2. X is 3, what's y?
3.
Is there anything that I could say from the ones that are up there where I could give you a number for x, something that's in that domain, any one of those 5 numbers in the domain, and you would have more than one answer for me? No. That's a function. A function says I give you one x, you give me one answer for y. Okay? So is this a relation a function? Yes. Because for every x I give you, you only give me one answer back. Yes, it's a function. If I were to want to make this not a function, all I would need to do is do something like this. Add another dot like right here. Now if I say x is -3 and I ask you what y is, what do you say? It could be 1 or it could be
3.
2 answers. As soon as I tell you an x and you give me 2 y's in response, it's not a function. Now, here you need to be careful on this. It does not, it's okay, the other way around is perfectly fine. Some people sometimes get confused because they're like, oh, there's 2 y's. It doesn't matter if there's 2 y's. It doesn't matter. If I say x is -2, what's the answer?
3.
3. You still only gave me one answer in response. The other way doesn't matter. If I say y is 3, you have 2 answers for x, no big deal. It only matters if I say a number for x, and you have more than one answer for y to give me back. That's when it's not a function. Okay? So it's more easy to define what a function is by defining what it's not. Alright, so this is a function, there's its domain, there's its range, let's move on. And I should go. Looking really quick, is that a function?
Yeah.
Does every number from x go to just one number for y?
Yeah.
There's no repeats.
Yeah.
All right.
They were like the same exact word.
We're going to do this one quickly. The table shows the average fuel frequency in miles per gallon for light trucks for several years. Graph this information, so all they mean is just make like what we did before. And determine whether it represents a function. Here's the question though. I have some new words for you. Dependent and independent.
Sounds like
Oh,
science.
God.
Are we doing an experiment with this one?
No.
We're going back to biology.
What letter do we use for independent?
X.
X. What letter do we use for dependent? By
Wow.
process of elimination, you should say.
Why?
Independent, listen, shh. The independent variable is the variable that is basically unaffected by the other variable. The dependent variable is the one that is affected by the first one. So let me ask you this. Is the year that it is dependent on your fuel efficiency, or does the fuel efficiency, is it affected by the year?
The latter.
I'd say.
The latter.
Let me say it again.
Not the
Is the year that it is affected by the fuel efficiency, or is the fuel efficiency affected by the year that it is?
The latter.
Fuel efficiency is affected
The
by
latter.
the
Okay?
What he said.
It should be,
X.
Nothing-
Just. Independent.
just to say this, does anything really affect time?
No.
Does it like respond
Yeah. No.
when we change things, does it respond?
No.
Leap year.
No, it continues on its own, it remains unaffected. If you see time, that is almost every single time, and every single time in this course for sure,
Daylight savings?
independent.
No.
Independent. So this is my x,
No.
and this is my y. If it asks for the domain, which set would you give me?
95.
The x's, and the range would be over there. Okay, now here's the question. The big question at the end, is this a function?
Yeah.
Why? Of what?
There is.
Yeah, there's no repeat of the x. If I tell you what year it is, do you have one answer?
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
necessarily.
It's 1998. What's the fuel efficiency?
Well,
20.9.
I'm basing it on this. This is all you have. You don't get to use
Well, I mean,
other
like,
things.
you were just like, if we didn't have that chart.
But you don't ask the question without the chart. Just so you know.
You know.
You can't ask, is it a function? We have no information about it. I mean, the chart is the question we're asking about.
He got a 50.
Is the information on this chart, does it represent a function?
Yes.
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 Because every x goes only to one line. If I tell you what the year is, you have one answer, not two, not three.